Good morning, good morning. A nice overcast, nice and rainy, everything's all wet. On my way to go do an apartment complex, like the garage for an apartment complex, just super green, and clean their gutters. Their gutters are all packed with crap. Then I'm gonna come back here and get this roof pump fixed, get this roof pump set up. I'm waiting on a couple parts for the proportioner, but the roof pump will at least be set up, so that'll be cool. And then I'm gonna wash this roof at my house. I'm gonna wash this roof. It's all nasty, so that'll be cool. All right, so we are on this job. I am on this job. Gonna clean out the gutter on this porch. It's a big front porch. Also, the original call was about this garage. I'll show you the back side in a minute. It's really rough, but even the front of it's really dirty. It's all gonna get cleaned up. I gave him an estimate for the entire building to be washed, all the way around, all the way up. All the little concrete ledges of each windows are black. But I said I'm gonna, he only asked about this one, so I said we're gonna clean this. And as a free demo, I'm going to clean these 3 windows on the first floor. Clean up all this green growth, all the ledges, as a free demo, just to show you how clean we could get your building, should you choose to use us next year. So, I'm going to start with the gutter cleaning, so I don't have to, start up the power washer and then stop it to do the gutter cleaning. I'll do the gutter cleaning, make a mess of that, and then I'll probably clean up the front porch too. This is a guy who owns properties, so you really want to blow it out the park for him. Yeah, here's the back side. Just your typical nasty green growth. I mean, would you just look at that? So we are going to gutter clean that top porch. It's really packed with waste. We're going to gutter clean that top section. Literally packed. You can see trees growing out of it. It's growing out of the gutter. This will be a nice video to show you how I do gutter cleaning. First, I grab all my supplies that I think I'm going to need. So I grab this gutter cleaning tool. This is on Window Cleaning Resource. It's an awesome tool. I have like 3 of them. They can go on a stick. The design makes it so you can push the waste through gutters, because all gutters have those little bars every 3 or 4 feet. It's a really handy tool. I go up with a couple 5-gallon pails, or you can go up with I go up with a couple 5-gallon pails, because if I was to go up there with a lawn waste bag and dump the waste in the lawn waste bag, then I'd have to carry a full lawn waste bag down the ladder, and I don't want to do that. It's easier to carry the buckets and then put it in the lawn waste bag. I'm going to bring a rake up there because it's a flat roof and the gutters are so packed. I'm imagining there's going to be some stuff on the roof that I want to get off. I'm going to bring my blower. I try not to use the blower unless I'm doing house washing, because if I make a mess, then I can clean it up easy. If I'm not doing a house washing, I rarely want to use that unless it's really dry, because it's going to make a mess. And then I usually just bring my hose up. I didn't want to bring my whole power washer wand up and stuff, so I just bring my garden hose with this sprayer. It's a really nice flow, and it's good. It's perfect for gutters. The shape helps you can like finesse it down a downspout if it's clogged, to unclog it. So yeah, those are my tools. 5-gallon buckets, gutter cleaning tool, blower, rake, and the garden hose. I'm going to carry all that stuff up the ladder and get started. So I made it to the top. You can see how my ladder's placed, leaning against a flat part. These gutters are the worst gutters I think I've ever seen in my life. Really packed with rocks, packed completely full. So that's why I charge 190 bucks. Actually 190, around 200 bucks to clean out just this section because it's so bad. So I'm on the roof, and this is exactly why this tool is like a necessity if you're going to be doing gutter cleaning, because these gutters are some of the worst gutters I've ever seen. The roof has rocks on them. It's like a flat roof. They're literally packed with rocks. Now I'm using one hand, so it's not as efficient, but I want to give you the idea. So you can only scoop up to the bar, these bars, every couple feet, and then you can turn the handle around. Keep in mind, you can even do this if it's on a pole. So if you use a pole, then it's less than ladder movements, you know, you can move quicker. So you can push it through, past the bar, and then flip it over, and scoot it down to the next bar. Push it all up, push it through. Such a simple piece of plastic, but it's genius. It really is an efficient tool. Can't go wrong with these. They're built pretty strong too, but I'd grab a couple so you and your helper can knock these gutters out real quick. It's really only necessary on really packed gutters, but regardless, it's a really nice tool to have. So we're making progress. These gutters are really packed. I'm gonna have to move my ladder here in a second, but you can see they're literally filled. I have to keep chipping away at it. So now that we got all the big waste out, see how we got pretty much all of it out? I'm gonna go ahead and flush it. And you just want to flush towards the downspout. With this gutter, there's a piece missing, so I'm just gonna have to rinse it all just right out of the gutter. But normally rinse it towards the downspout, and then you're good. Don't forget to hit this part, the outside of the gutter, like the part you would see from the ground. Just give that a rinse, because it's gonna get a little dirty. With this gutter cleaning, I had to scoop everything out and let it fall to the ground. You know, I got what I could in buckets, I guess, like kind of the plants and stuff, but all of the stuff in the gutters was just rocks. So when I get down there, I'm gonna kind of use the blower and push it back into the landscaping or rake it up, do something. But it would be way more time to fish, or it would take way too much time to like scoop all these rocks out by hand, put them in buckets, go up and down the ladder like 50 times. It wouldn't have made sense, so that's that. So as you're spraying, all that loose stuff is going to start building up and create more blockages as you spray. Don't stop and clear the blockage, just kind of spray over it a little bit and just keep going, and you might have to do a couple passes to get everything out, you know. So I pushed everything to the end, and then I'm working my way backwards like this and just rinsing small sections. Instead of starting there and pushing all of it at once, I'm gonna work my way back and rinse little pieces of it out, because it flows, you know, it flows way easier. It doesn't create a big blockage. This tree is super in the way. Yeah, guys, gutter cleaning is a cakewalk. There's not much to it. Try not to overthink it, you know. You just gotta go up there, clear the gutters out, and rinse everything out so it looks all nice and pretty like you just cleaned them. You know, every job is going to be different, but always make sure you're doing whatever you can to make everything look as clean as possible, like you care, like you went that extra mile and paid attention to detail. For example, like cleaning off the outside of the gutter, like where the water overflew and caused mud and nastiness. That's what everyone sees from the ground. Going that extra mile and rinsing that off just to make sure it looks nice really shows you care. For this job, this porch is like a roof with gravel. there was stuff and green moss all over the place, so I went through and raked everything up real quick. I'm going to take these piles down so now everybody can look out and it's a little prettier than what it looked like before. Just little stuff like that, guys. It took me, 5 minutes, and it shows that you are paying attention to detail. So I've got my X-Jet set up. That's what I like about my chem tank. So I got my chem tank pre-mixed, half and half. 1 part sodium hypochlorite, 1 part water. So then I have a ball valve right there, as I shown in the clip just before. I can turn that valve and the fluid from the tank will pour out. So now instead of mixing another bucket, I just dumped half and half house wash mix in this bucket, and then I'm gonna X-jet it straight onto the brick in the stonework. So it's like a 2-to-1 ratio. So I don't know what the percentage is, but it's very strong. With downstreaming, it's like a 7-to-1 or a 9-to-1 ratio, and when you straight X-jet it with no proportioner, it's like a 2-to-1. So 2 gallons of water for every gallon of house wash mix, if that makes sense. I have to apply it real strong on the brick like this. I'm going to let it sit while I apply normal house wash to the rest of the vinyl and garages and stuff. Alright, so we applied chemical to everything. I came back to like where I started, and you'll see there's spots. I didn't put enough chem on. You see there's green there. The garage is still super dirty. Now as I was walking back, because I walked all the way from on the other side of this garage up by my trailer and then back to here, as I was walking back, I was kind of lightly spraying this garage that I already applied chemical to, really lightly. This looks pretty clean, but if you lightly spray it when it's starting to dry, you keep the chem from drying, for one, but you also in a way reactivate the chemical, because then it's wet, sudsy, and it can do its thing again. When it starts to dry, it kind of just freezes up and it's stuck there. So it's a little trick. Since I have to reapply chem here, I'm going to reapply chem to everything. This was a pretty dirty place, so one swoop isn't going to be enough unless I made it really hot, but I didn't do that. I just made it like a normal house wash mix, but it's coming along. It's coming along. One of your most useful tools when soft washing, especially when you're starting, it's going to be your 2-gallon pump up sprayer. You can get a cheapy one, they all do the same thing. And the reason is for situations like this. You see all this stuff? I already downstreamed this whole area. So instead of going back to and I rinsed and there was still this stuff left not coming off. So instead of going back to the van, turn the downstream on again, downstreaming, crossing my fingers, hoping that it's strong enough to take this stuff off. You could just carry around your 5-gallon pump-up sprayer with house wash mix, spray it. It's super strong, so you know it's going to take it off. It's always going to take it off, and it does it really quick. So you can spray it, and then within 30 seconds, rinse it off. It's awesome. I usually try to keep one of these near me at all times, so I can just grab it, hit some touch-up spots, and then keep moving. Alrighty, well, everything's done. I'm ready to get out of here. All hot, sweaty. Mosquitoes are really bad back here. That's probably why it was so, I don't know, it's like really humid back here for some reason, and that's why it was so green. But as you can see, another job well done. Crispy green. So there you have it. Just some notes. I really, like I kind of was saying, I really get you a 2-gallon pump sprayer if you're going to be soft washing with a power washer, so you can hit some tougher spots if you come across them. With this place, we had aluminum trim, and it just I had to go through and hit the trim with the pump-up sprayer because it was just really caked on there. It wasn't coming off with the downstream. So, and there was a few other spots I hit with the pump-up sprayer, and it really just makes things pop when you put like a 50-50 mix in there. It's really strong. Yeah, you know, and always remember, like on stone and brick, you can just spray it and leave it. You don't got to rinse it off. So you can spray it, go downstream some stuff, and then come back, rinse it. If the stuff doesn't come off, hit it again. Pretty much everything's off on the brick and stuff that I was spraying, so I sprayed it again just to leave it, just to brighten up any little things that didn't come off. So hey, good morning. Thanks for watching the videos. I got some pretty sick editing skills, don't I? No, but I had a little bit of time this morning, so I wanted to mash that video together, upload it right away. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know where you're at. Thanks, guys. Damn, Ava, what you doing?